mutual respect, equal rights. Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are going to be watching me from. I say may God bless you all. It's me, your sister, your friend. I've come again with my little views and analysis. But before I start giving my views, I want to say thank you to you all as usual. And again, before I start giving my views, I want to first of all answer this question. Rose, did you see what happened in Spain? Yes, I see it. You see, I see it. I did not talk about it because I believe everybody have right to defend himself. You understand? According to my recent video when I talk about evasion, in that video, I talk about different ways of invading people or a person. You understand? You see, this video today, I'm going to be talking about mutual respect and equal rights. Yes, Africa is awakening now, asking for what rightfully belongs to them. As I said in one of my videos, that Western is not going to give up without a fight. Before, it's not that Africa was sleeping or they were cowardly, or a lot of them were naive the way we think. African man need a very simple life. When you give me, I give you. As I said in one of my videos again, that African person believe when you are a foreigner in the states or in the country, it tries to give you the best. Not because he's a fool or he's a naive. That is why he's giving you the best he have. Because that African man understand that anybody that come as a foreigner need more help than the citizen. So, what Africa is asking for is equal rights and mutual respect. Before, no one were ready to buy for Africa. But people now know the truth. You understand? Because of lack of information, many people were kept in the dark. Many people now is ready to buy, to get what belongs to them, or to retrieve back what belongs to them. Africa make a mistake in the past. I always talk about strategies. While the Western were busy and strategizing, they tell Africa, don't worry, you people should not have this set of harm, but we the Western can have it. You Africa should not have this thing, we Western can have it. You understand? Why? Because they know what they are doing is not going to linger for a very long time. There was never a time that Africa was coward. It's just that Africa believe when you come from outside, they want you to live, and then they self will live. If African man is fighting or African man is having problem, he's having problem with his co-Africa person. You understand? It's not because it's good for them to have misunderstanding or fight amidst themselves. It's just that it's still the same strategy that when we make Africa settle, when they come together Africa may rise one day. You understand? That was the strategies of divide and win. Africa is not ready to fight. What Africa is asking for is equal rights and mutual respect. As I always said, that it's good for everyone to fight for his rights. It's good for everyone to claim what he think it belongs to him, or to defend his territory. What is bad there is this, that you, as a Western, you are defending your territory. You are defending what belongs to you. But you tell Africa, don't defend your territory. You don't have rights over what belongs to you. As I said in some of my videos in the past, that Africa is like the root of the world, when the Western is the branch. When the root do not want to be on the ground again, or when the root is removed from the ground, the branch will match it. That is the case of Africa and the Western. Whether the Western like it or not, whether they recognize it or not, they need Africa people to live. And Africa, to some extent too, need the Western to live. That is why I say the equal rights and mutual respect. Africa is not asking. It's not asking for things of the other world. What are they asking for? Is the mutual respect. You cannot come to my land. I treat you like a king. And when I come to your land, you treat me like a trash. You understand? Before, African people were taking it. But now, no one wants to longer take that shit again, because everybody now know his left from his right. Everybody is awakening from his slumber. Everybody now and try to look for where it belongs to. Deceiving people, manipulating people is not the solution. As I always want to use business partner or business transaction to make an example in some of my video in the past, is this, that when you want to do business with me, be transparent. A business you do on a transparent ground, that business will linger for a very long time. You understand? But the business you do with cunning, with trick, with manipulation, that business is like a house built on top of the sand, that when a breeze will come and blow it up, that business ship will not last, will not linger for a long time, because there is already a lie, there is already a manipulation. You understand? So when you are doing business with people or with someone, be transparent. Anything you are doing, be transparent. In my recent video, I talk about not liking people. If you don't like people, no need of pretending. Tell them, I don't like you. It's not a crime when you don't like someone or a people. It's not a crime. But the crime is this, when you pretend to love what you don't like. That is the trick. That is where the problem lies. Because when you are doing business with me, you trick me. Next time, I'm not coming to do business with you. A good businessman will always do business on a transparent plate. You understand? A good businessman did not manipulate or do business, because he immediately his business partner get to find out that he's lying in that business. He's not going to do business with him or her again. This is the case of what is happening in Africa. and Western world. I call Africa greedy. They are greedy amidst themselves. You understand? When it comes to doing things with outsider, Africa are 75% transparent. What Africa need is mutual respect, equal rights. You understand? You can't be collect everything that belongs to me to enrich yourself, or collect everything that belongs to me and tell me I'm a coward. That is the grief of African people. You understand? As I always said, I'm the part of solution, not the part of separation. Because we are all human beings. God created all of us. But we have to have mutual respect for human beings like us. Because no human being is greater than the other. We are all humans. You understand? We are all humans in the sight of God. Either yellow, black, green, red. We are all one. So, for it not to get to the stage of fighting, there must be an agreement. You understand? Some people must change their way of reasoning, their way of seeing African people, their way of doing things with African people. Because the more you try to treat them as a trash, thinking is nobody. In this computer era, everybody are important. Everybody are meaningful. Some people think that when some people speak, people don't listen. People listen to what people are saying. You understand? People see what is happening. You understand? So, for the branch to continue living, they must respect the root. They must treat the root good. You understand? Because when you start watering only the branch, the root will match it. When the root of a tree match it, you know what happened to the branch. You understand? That is why you must have to take care of the roots for your branch to keep on flourishing. You can't be tricking the branch and telling the branch, look, don't worry, this is good for you people. You cannot tell the branch of a tree that this is what is good for you. Or the branch will tell the root, this is what is good for you. And the branch knows very well that is the root that is sustaining the branch. And when you neglect the root, you know what will happen to the branch. I know the Western believe on their weapon. They believe on what they have, on what they have gathered so far since all these years, on what they are prepared since all these years. Because the Western, they are not naive. They know very well that this thing, time bomb in Africa, one day is going to explode. So my view is this, that relating to the question you asked, if I did not see what happened in Spain, Murcia to be precise, I see it. I see what happened. You understand? You cannot come to my country and start treating me like a trash. Everybody have right to defend this territory. Everybody have right to fight for what is rightfully belong to them. So I will also like the Western to understand that Africa have the right to fight for what is rightful belongs to them. Except the Western come together, because most of them know the truth, even though they pretend not to know the truth. They know the truth that Everything that they are sustaining on is coming from Africa. That anytime they separate from Africa, Western will crush. That is why I use that tree as an example, the branch and the root. The roots need the branch, and the branch need the root. So what the roots need is for the branch to respect him as the root. So viewers, I don't want this video to be so long. I believe people will understand what I'm talking about and where I'm coming from. I mean no harm. You understand? It's just expression of a thinking of many people. You understand? So viewers, stay blessed till I come back again with another views and analysis. I still remain your sister, your friend. Follow this page for more views, history, analysis, added value, human character, moral lesson, and many more. As you do so, may the God Almighty bless you all.